guys, welcome back to Book Talk. So I have a super exciting book to talk about. This is probably one of my favorites. I don't want to say like the best book I've ever read, but it's definitely close. So first off, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Wingfeather saga. It's by Andrew Peterson, but it is one of the best series. I totally recommend that, like cannot recommend it enough. But those of you who are familiar with that series, and no spoilers here, but it does definitely end in a very cliffhangery way, okay? And so he multiple years ago, recently for me, released the Wingfeather Tales. So it's a compilation, it's an anthology of short stories that take place in the Wingfeather universe. So some of the stories here, there's 7 short stories in this book here. Some of them take place before the Wingfeather saga, some of them take place after, and then some of them actually take place during, so they're all kind of like little side things that are going on that just make the actual series so much better. So if you haven't read the Wingfeather saga, it's a 4-book series, I believe, yeah, 4, you gotta read that first, because otherwise this masterpiece will not be the masterpiece that it is. Like, you won't be able to really appreciate it and enjoy it. But that being said, definitely go out and read the Wingfeather saga, the series. Once you read that, come get the Wingfeather Tales. Okay, this book is amazing. I cannot overemphasize how awesome this book is. I love it so much. It's amazing. So the author of the series, Andrew Peterson, he got a bunch of different authors. I think there's 6 different authors in here plus him, and they all wrote short stories about the Wingfeather universe. And they, like I said, they all take place at different times, you know, all different characters. But the authors he picked were amazing, because like I couldn't even tell which stories he wrote versus which stories other people wrote. I mean, it just blended perfectly. Beautiful writing. Oh my gosh, I could just rant about this forever. But oh my gosh, he is so good. I can't even have words for it. It's just amazing. But yeah, beautiful writing. The Wingfeather saga itself has a very unique writing style, which is why I love it so much, and he preserves that in all of the stories in this anthology. Like I said, even the ones he didn't write, he have that beautiful writing, so you feel like you're back in the original series, even though you're not. So that definitely really made this one of my favorite books. But I think what made this my absolute favorite, or at least one of my absolute favorite books, is the very last story. So I want to show you how long the last short story is. It's actually longer, or as long as the very first book in the Wingfeather series, okay? But it's called The Places Beyond the Maps, and it's written by Douglas Kane McKelvey. So here, I'm just going to show you, this is the cover right here. So this right here, all of that is the last short story, and it's epic. I'll show you the title again so you can get a good look at that. It is so good. It is probably one of the best stories I have ever read in my life. Like, oh my gosh, I was so broken when I finished this story, because it was just amazing. I've never read a book like it. It had all the emotions. It had beautiful, beautiful writing and storytelling. The characters were amazing, amazingly real. Like, you feel like you know these people, right? But it was so much more than that. I felt like it was just so hauntingly beautiful, because I've never read a book that was written in this style, and that ended in this way. So I feel like the author to this short story just broke every unwritten rule of like the things you're not supposed to do in a story because it's not cool, and he did it, and it was cool, and it was beyond cool. So all the stories in this book are worth it, but especially that last one. It broke my heart, but it was beautiful. Oh, it was so good. It was one of those books when you finish it, you just sit there in awe of the masterpiece that you just absorbed. So that last story is totally beyond words. You have to read it. You have to read it. It was amazing. So again, that was the Wingfeather Tales by Andrew Peterson, and there, like I said, there are 7 stories in here. They're all written by different authors, but the last one, Places Beyond the Map, best story, I guess you could call it a book, it was so long, I have ever read. It's right up there with the top favorites of mine. I don't want to give those away quite yet, but yeah, amazing, amazing book. Definitely check it out. Definitely read it. Again, definitely read the Wingfeather saga first. Otherwise, this one won't be as beautiful, and it's so amazing. Like, you need to treasure it in its full capacity. I love this book. This was definitely one that I would totally read and reread again and recommend to every person. I actually, looking across my room here, there's another copy I have that I just bought for a friend for Christmas, so it's gonna be great. I'm so excited. So yeah, thank you. I could probably rant about this book that I'm staring lovingly at again for hours, but I will spare you that. So definitely check that out and read that and tell me what you think. Thank you again for your time. Like, subscribe, give me those book recommendations. Thank you.